In this video, I'm going to share 4 different symptoms of my own bipolar depression with you, since I have bipolar depression type 2. Now, I don't ask you to self-diagnose yourself. Please see a professional counselor, a therapist, or a psychologist so that way you can get diagnosed correctly. Now, before we jump into it, welcome to Depression Talks, the manual. In this community, we'll openly talk about depression, anxiety, and low self-esteem. So hit that subscribe button because I promise you, you are not alone. The first symptom of my own bipolar depression is depression. I wanted to make sure I got this out of the way because I know bipolar depression has depression in the title and everybody knows you deal with depression on certain levels. But I want to make sure you understand that is a very serious symptom in terms of my own I'm going to start calling it BD. In terms of my own BD, at any moment, I can just be depressed just like that. But then the next moment, I could be feeling better. And it was this constant wave, just up and down, up and down. And there's no way of telling if tomorrow I was going to be depressed, if today I'm going to be depressed, if in the next hour I'm going to be depressed or not. I could be having fun with friends and hanging out with family, and I will still get very, very, very depressed and pretty much suicidal. So the first symptom is definitely depression. The second symptom is manic episodes. Everybody's version of manic episodes is different. For me, I had rapid thinking. I was talking so much faster than I normally do. And I had this, it's like this feeling of energy, this unbound, this crazy amounts of energy, and you can't control it. I would be at work, for example, sitting down at my desk, can't focus on my work because I just feel like running, I feel like sprinting, I feel like moving, I feel like being active. And also I heard that some people have manic episodes in terms of addictions. You might go back to doing your addictions in a high velocity, or you might go shopping and splurge and spend so much money, more than you normally do. So the second symptom that I deal with was manic episodes. The third symptom kind of ties point 1 and 2 together, and that is mood swings. Right now, I am currently taking medication for my BD after talking with a psychologist and a therapist and getting diagnosed properly. But my mood, this is a mood stabilizer. And again, to tie symptom 1 and 2 together, it was doing this constantly. So you would have mood swings. At one moment, you're one person. At the next moment, you're another person. Or at one moment, you're extremely, extremely happy. And you need to work out. You need to run. You need to move. You have so much balls of energy. And then all of a sudden, the next moment, you're like, man, I don't feel like being here. I feel lazy. There's nothing for me to do. Why am I here? You just feel extremely down. So the third symptom that I dealt with was mood swings. Just so you know, before I share the last symptom that I dealt with, I am a certified life coach. And if you are someone that's already taking action into changing your life for the better, into improving your mental health, into improving your lifestyle, then send me an email at emmanueljones@outlook.com, and I'll be able to talk to you. We can talk together and help you in your journey and help guide you so that way you are more confident, you have better self-esteem, you have better ideas of what your goals are, etc. So send me that email. I would love to work with you. But the fourth symptom that I dealt with was lack of sleep. Remember those manic episodes I talked about? Can you imagine being up late at night, wanting to sleep, but all you feel is this huge amount of energy, this huge amount of needing to move and again express yourself, and just, you're thinking over and over again about everything. You think about what happened during your day, you think about what's going to happen tomorrow, what's going to happen, what happened yesterday, and you start talking faster like I am now, faster and faster, faster. You can't stop your thoughts, blah, blah, blah. It's like that, but at night. And it is the worst feeling when you are exhausted. Can you imagine being exhausted? You've had a long work day. Maybe you go to work, maybe you've gone to school, and it's time for bed, and you're sitting there for hours at a time, unable to sleep. So the fourth symptom that I dealt with was lack of sleep. Now, if you're sitting there and you're thinking to yourself, whoa, that sounds like me, I deal with all those symptoms, please know that there is overlap between bipolar depression, anxiety, depression, PTSD, like all these different mental health things and symptoms and disorders, they do have some overlap. So that's why I strongly suggest to you seeing a professional counselor or professional psychologist to get diagnosed correctly. And if you are afraid, if you are timid and scared of possibly talking to somebody about that stuff, I'm going to link up to a video that I did in the past talking about my own experience of going to see a therapist, because I promise you it is so helpful to get a third person's opinion on what you're going through. And if you do get diagnosed, you finally know what you're dealing with instead of thinking to yourself, what's wrong with me? I think there's something wrong with me. Then you start to think to yourself, I know there's something going on, and this is what it is. It's a great feeling to know what you're going through. As always, hit that subscribe button to join this awesome, loving community that openly talks about depression, anxiety, and low self-esteem. All right, as I always say, do you stay swagalicious and keep smiling.